Partner Teddy Atlas. So much to talk about tonight on this card. The thing that interests me and so many of you out there is the pro debut of Andre Bishop. The much talked about middleweight prospect will be debuting against Lucius Palmer, a veteran who looks to give him a test.
Like I said, straight up, just run at him.
Is underway. Andre Bishop against Lucius Palmer. So many times we talk about the nerve that somebody making their pro.
Yeah, most likely, like he'll throw a few punches, but you know.
That out of Andre Bishop, not with his amateur pedigree.
Yeah, you know, you're not gonna get any punches like early, like that. Just see, there we go. See, like I told you, just go at him. You're not gonna get a whole bunch of punches on him like right off the bat. So don't think, oh man, I'm not gonna hit him. Just keep attacking him. Because most likely his guard's going to break. I mean, he's not... What I've learned in this game compared to some of the fights I have played, like the 3 last one I played, I know I didn't play 4, so I couldn't really go, but like 3, I know that you can, like most times out of not... Yeah, that right hook, like I told you, set him up from straights and got him with the hook. But yeah, basically, like, if you guarded and moved around, if you basically held your guard, I mean, nobody can really break through when you counterpunched. Counterpunch and guarding was the thing. Like, you couldn't really, you know, get in and get no real blending, so that's why I didn't, you know, jump on Fight Night. And there we go. In Fight Night round 4. But when I played, I didn't really play this champion mode until, like, when I bought the game, when I rented it. I played a lot of Legacy mode, but, you know, that's how you take out Lucius Fox. Just a simple, just stay aggressive. One of the feet, like, there are a couple fights where you can just be straight up aggressive in. That's what I really like, because I'm an aggressive person when it comes to fighting.
Back here in the Friday Night Fight studios, I'm Brian Kenny. Amateur gold medalist Andre Bishop taking his first steps as a pro this past weekend on the undercard at the Aragon Ballroom in Chicago. Bishop beating former welterweight contender Lucius Palmer en route to his first pro win. Now, we've seen Palmer before here on ESPN. He's a veteran, he's no joke, and Bishop is now considered to be one of the best prospects boxing has seen in decades. By beating a fighter the caliber of Palmer in his pro debut, no less, he definitely made a statement. Andre Bishop, clearly a fighter to watch. In other news, heavyweight prospect Issac Frost scoring the second knockout of his pro career, beating another overmatched opponent on the undercard of a McQueen pay-per-view in Las Vegas. He's now 2-0 with 2 KOs.
Okay, the next fight, I think.
I don't believe in building a record fighting nobody. You don't learn anything against guys like that except how to make mistakes.
The next fighter. I cannot remember what the next fighter is.
You got a chance to do something great. To be someone great.
Dang, it's like
you get there.
You don't have to be perfect with this anyway, which is
take some fights against decent guys. And I want you to show me that you got what it takes. Because if you can stop these guys, I'm going to be impressed. But if you can't at least put them on the canvas, I'm going to be...
Oh yeah, this next fight is going to be up against a guy you should really be able to really enjoy. Okay.
The time has come. All the talk is done. Now the fight is set to begin. There's Andre Bishop in the locker room, Teddy, with his longtime trainer, Gus Carisi. Of course, Gus was one who very early on tapped Andre Bishop as a fighter to watch. He said he was full of potential.
Yes, he was a tremendous amateur. He won the World Championship tournament.
From the State Palace Theater here in New Orleans, we welcome you to our middleweight main event. A much anticipated bout between Andre Bishop and Mike Walker.
All right. Basically, this fight, you gotta have to knock this dude out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Andre Bishop, keep hold that momentum. Good evening, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. We're here to answer that question for you at the State Palace Theater in New Orleans, Louisiana. Coming off his pro debut win against Lucius Palmer, now Bishop moves forward against Mike Walker. That's a good job. Solid.
There we go. Perfect combination. Right there. That, like I said, that left straight, as you can see, Andre Bishop has, how should I say, great fighters on here. Have a great left straight jab. The left straight jab can stop somebody, stop an inside fighter like this. Look, he comes in, he backs out because you know he's getting pelted, he's getting nailed with some freaking left straights. You know, you come in, that's why body shots. See, look, that left straight, working using square and circle to do the right hook. But you know, I go right on the analog stick.
Good flush shot upstairs.
And then you hit him with a surprise. You hit him with that surprise left. Now that is another thing. As you can see, he's swinging to the right because he's, you know, trying to keep me from using my right hand. But you know, that surprise left hook, that's really what stunned him. And he tried to fight back on my right, thinking I'm going to come with that right hook to get him. And then he set him up with the left hook, and he's down. That's it.
I was on my way, and baby brother was making his mark as an amateur. Gus had been our father's trainer. He took us in after our parents died.
Good. Keep that jab going.
Okay, the next fight. Is the next fight. You have to knock this guy out. Again, basically so. Just another guy you have to knock down on the ground. Same strategy before, you know, set him up with that left, come with that right hook, you know, throw in a couple uppercuts, you know, alternating to some body shots, you know, to keep him in there, you know, keep him least honest with the body shots, and you know, that's it. I mean, you just gotta be an all-around balanced boxer. You can't, you know, favorite one punch. When you favorite one punch the game AI, I have noticed they will, you know, direct on it, and sometimes I do find myself favoriting that right hook and straight and not alternating, and they're completely protecting the head.
And Lucius Palmer were unable to do. Andre Bishop now 2-0 in his career. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas with you ringside here at the State Palace Theater in New Orleans to see if the young upstart can make it 3 in a row. Bishop. His adversary, hailing at Guantanamo, Wilfred Rosario.
Another thing, I like coming out in my guard.
Hey, this is a big spot for him, Teddy. Rosario's future could be determined tonight. He's a clear-cut underdog.
Yeah, Joe, this is like high school. You want to get to college, but you have to go through high school first. What you learn there will tell what college you get accepted into. And that's what the story
he
is
will
for
clinch,
this
you know, a couple body shots, keep him honest, throw a couple uppercuts, but you know, go to my bread and butter. There we go, bread and butter. Push him off, doing the uppercut. There we go, push him off and get the uppercut in. Push off.
His opponent got him with the uppercut.
And the perfect selection of a punch when a guy's leaning forward.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rosario's able to get up. Teddy, I question though if he'll be able to.
There we go, that uppercut for the counter. There we go, that's it. That counter. When I countered him, like I told you, that lean, when you lean and evade and come with that uppercut, that is your bread. That is my perfect bread and butter. Normally I would have thrown the hook, but you know the uppercut will be there. Yep, that push off and an uppercut.
Tonight, he knocks out Wilfred Rosario.
Yeah, that push off and that, you know, that push off and that uppercut, like I said, it leaves them open, because then when they push off, their guard doesn't completely, they don't completely guard.
I kept winning fights.
It's like the guard isn't completely up, but you know, it's not 100%.
My father told me to find out what it'll take to make you change your mind about working with us.
It's easy.
Yeah?
Yeah. All you gotta do is change Gus's mind.
What's that all? You don't have a say in this?
Sure I do. I say Gus is my manager.
Then I guess I'm gonna have to change Gus's mind.
Good luck with that.
Thanks. Oh, by the way, I was by Keyshawn Hayes' camp the other day. His trainer thinks you're a sucker for the left hook. Keyshawn says he's dropping you with it.
Yeah? Well, Keyshawn Hayes is entitled to his own opinion, isn't he?
Okay, yeah, Keyshawn. Now this is your first fight that you really have to pay attention to the instructions. I like to call them the instruction fights. You know, the story-based fights that really dictate your actions, that dictate what you do in the fight. Now, Keyshawn's left hook. What I've talked about, that lean and swerving. This is where it comes into play, and blocking, constantly, you know, having your guard up. When you move around, like when you